Hey guys, it's Pineapple. It's that time of year again where I have flashbacks to when I was a kid and how much we had to clean the house for holidays. Between Thanksgiving and about Labor Day, so like 9 months out of the year, there's like non-stop birthdays, holidays, and family get-togethers. When we were growing up, my brother and I used to try to hide from our parents because my mom wanted the house to be spotless for whenever our friends and family would come over. And my brother and I weren't the cleanest. And so instead of being able to spend our Saturdays watching cartoons or playing video games or playing outside, we would spend them deep cleaning the house, starting with our own room. And even into my adulthood, I'm still having flashbacks because now my wife and I have a house and our own kids and have people over. But I wanted to share some of the fun memories of those times because someone put a TikTok up with the Goo Goo Dolls. And I'm remembering all the songs my mom would sing when she was cleaning the house, basically ignoring my brother and I who weren't working instead of just yelling at us because she was at her wit's end. And probably would have had CPS called on her if she wasn't singing Goo Goo Dolls, Matchbox 20, Bare Naked Ladies, all the great hits for like mom rock back in the early 2000s and late 90s. I'll also throw Fleetwood Mac in there too, because there's a lot of Fleetwood Mac, Counting Crows. There's a lot of good music my mom would sing when she was cleaning the house that I'm now remembering. But the thing that I remember more than what my mom was singing was how my brother and I behaved. You see, we never fought at the same time. We would basically take turns. And what I figured out at a young age was that my brother was messier than me. And so on those Saturdays when we had to clean the house, if my brother was acting up and my mom was lecturing him or getting angry at him or, checking in on him, she could only be in one place at a time. So I was able to just do whatever I wanted. And so I got really good at figuring out where my mom would stand when she'd come into the room to look at what I was cleaning. And I would proceed to shove things under my bed, but not just under my bed. I had like an angle to it so that at the foot of my bed, things were shoved in really far so you couldn't see it. But then at the head of my bed, because it was at a different angle, it wasn't quite as far. And then on the back side of my bed, because she wasn't there, things would just be thrown out on the floor. And then my closet would be full of things. And this is not like trash or dirty laundry. It was toys, mostly toys, or schoolwork. We did have a laundry hamper that I was really good about putting. It wasn't stinky stuff or gross stuff. It was just, I didn't want to pick up my G.I. Joes and my Street Sharks and all the action figures that I had. We had wars going on that we couldn't just interrupt because the family's coming over for Thanksgiving. It doesn't work like that. And while all that's going on, my mom would walk into my brother's room and say, "Hey, are you done?" To which he'd throw something at her, and then she'd have to go through his whole room, with a white glove and tell him, "This is not done, that's not done, you're not doing this, not doing that." And then she'd come down to my room, "Pineapple, are you done?" And be like, "Yeah, Mom, I'm done." And then she'd look and be like, "Okay, it looks good. Go do the dishes or go take out the trash or whatever." And then I was able to get these brownie points because my mom thought I was cleaning my room and doing work, and I wasn't. It was great. And this hasn't played into my adult life at all. I'm not manipulative in that way at all. But I actually forgot about how much cleaning we did as kids or how much I was getting away with until I got to college. Because one day, my mom came down to my dorm and wanted to have dinner. And with her, she had 5 trash bags. Now, it didn't have trash in it because that would just be gross. But what it had in it was clothes that I didn't put in the dirty hamper because as I got older, I got lazier. She had dirty clothes, toys, like newspapers and papers I wasn't throwing out. And she brought it down and threw it into my dorm and looked at me and said, "Pineapple, you son of a bitch. All those years I thought you were cleaning your room and you didn't." And I said, "What's this, Mom?" She said, "Pineapple, we cleaned out your room so that we could add in a guest bedroom or a workout center or whatever the hell they were doing." She said, "I went through your closet." I said, "Oh, no." She said 5 black trash bags, like the 60-gallon hefty type of trash bags. And she threw them in my dorm. So I found them. After all these years, I finally found them. And I just want you to know that you got caught. I said, that's okay, Mom. I'm now in college. This doesn't really affect me. And in fact, if you leave them here, they're just going right back into my closet. Anyway, now that I'm a dad, this is going to be really fun for when my kids get older and they don't clean their room and my mom can poke fun at me. So what comes around goes around is basically what I'm saying. And if you made it this far in the video, I'm not going to beat Radon just yet. I spent about an hour and a half on him doing a soul level 1 run the other night on stream. Didn't get through it. Got him pretty close, but then I kind of got tilted and got out of it. So there will be a video later. I like this fight a lot. I like how kind of predictable his movesets are. His gravity stuff is really throwing me for a loop, but we'll get there. If you enjoy this kind of content, leave me a like, leave me a subscribe, or a follow, or a comment. I don't even know what platform I'm on right now. Leave me a comment. Let me know how things are going, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.